I think it's visible. So, myself, Jignesh Panchasra, I am a student of Maharaja Krishna Kumar Singh Bhavnagar University. So, today we have a second day of presentation. So the topic is the character portrayal of Gun Island by Amitav Ghosh. So first, let me introduce that who is Amitav Ghosh. He was born in 11th July 1956 at the age of 65 in Kolkata, West Bengal, India. And he grew up India, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. He studied from the Delhi, Oxford, Alexander, and his occupation as a writer, and his nationality is Indian. And he got many notable awards like a Gnanpith Award, uh, Sahitya Academy Award, Anand Puraskar, Dan David Prize, and Padma Shri. So here is one quote by Amitav Ghosh. There was a land of sugar where everything was sweet, and also a country made of cloth, and an island of chain. So here is some key facts about Gun Island. Title Gun Island, author Amitav Ghosh, published in 2019. Literary period contemporary, and also genre is historical fiction, and here is the point of view first person narration, and there are 289 pages in the book. So here is major characters of Gun Island. So today we are going to discuss five major characters of the Gun Island. There are so many characters in the Gun Island, but today we are going to discuss only five. So first one is Dinanath Datta Din. He is one of the rare book dealer, protagonist or narrator, born in Calcutta, works in New York. So, Gun Island is the first person narration by the novel's main character, is the Dinanath Datta. The mild-mannered Dinanath Datta Akkadin, a dealer of rare books who lives and makes his living in Brooklyn. Din's place's Middle Ages life is mostly occupied by books, academic meetings, worrying about his finance, and treats to the therapist to figure out why he can't form a stable romantic relationship. Every winter, Din travels to his childhood home in Kolkata, where his parents had come as a refuge from the East Bengal after the partition of India to avoid the bitter cold of North America. During one such visit the city, he is thrown into maelstrom of unexpected events that spiral out on path that is both bewildering and at times terrifying. It begins with a visit to the Sundarbans at the request of family member, as also by Din's scholarly interest in 17th century Srin associated with ancient Bengali folklore about a seafaring merchant known as a Banduki Sodagar, gun merchant, and his power struggle with Mansa Devi. Mansa Devi, the Hindu deity of snakes and venomous creature. The scenario that unfolds from there is rife with accidents, coincidence, natural disaster, feverish dreams, airy pregnancy, and trips across the continents by the novel's character come with official travel papers and others without. So our another character is Pia Leroy, Pia, American girl, and research on dolphin. She is one of the American girl who is researching on dolphin. She suggests that to Dean to visit Nilima's auntie. She is kind-hearted. While researching on one of her helpers died too, she took all the responsibility of his helper, son Tipu. She had gifted Tipu laptop, tablets, the latest phones, game, console, music systems, and when Tipu complained that he was often unable to use his gadgets, was often because of power cuts. Pia has paid to have their house solarized. She is living with her Nilima boss. She helps Moina in her life. She has an attachment with a dolphin and she loves to do her research. She is a member of trust in Sundarban. It is working against the refinery because the refinery is polluting the river. Our third major character is Gia Quinta Skio, means Quinta. Is one of the researcher, professor, and works and move into Venice. So further for Quinta, she is one of the researcher who is doing research the history of Italy. After the death of her husband, that she used to go to library. At that time, she meet Dean. After they become good friends, and both are planned to visit the library in Calcutta. She was mentally disturbed because her husband Giacomo and her daughter Lucia died died due to an accident. She has a kind of mentally that her daughter is still alive. She often talks with her daughter, but it is her hallucination. She died at the end of the novel. So our another character is Tutul, means Tipu, Americanized young fellow, good with dealing with technology. So further for Tipu, when Tipu reached 13 and was old enough for high school, Pia had taken him with her to the small university town in Oregon, where she lived and worked. Being where she lived, being often left to fend for himself, the boy had fallen within the wrong crowd and had even had a couple of brushes with the police. After returning from America, his clothes, his manner, his wear changed. Even he changed his name Tutul to Tipu. So look at the here I will use one kind of cartoon that after returning from the America, Tipu has changed his lifestyle and he is helping people who want to migrate, and he makes all the necessary connection for migration. While saving Din, he was bitten by cobra snake. After that event, he started discovering the story of Mansa Devi with Rafi. But they were separate from the border of Turkey. At the end of the novel, Tipu comes in the boat with all migrants. And our last and major character is Rafi. Rafi was the caretaker of the Srin, grandson of Maji, and also migration to Venice. And further for Rafi, his grandfather gave him the name Ilyas, but only he knows about it. He was a poor, uneducated man but know how to use a cell phone. He says Tipu's life. Pia has a suspect that Tipu and Rafi started the journey for Venice, but separate from the border of Turkey. After that, he came to Venice and started collecting money for Tipu because he wants to take Tipu with him and give that money to the connection man. He was beaten by two unknown people because of money. And these are my minor characters of the novel. Kanai, friend of Dean, Nilima Bose, aunt of Kanai, Moina, fierce friend and helping her own research, Warren Nasker, boatman, Durga, lover of Dean, Lisa, Pias, roommate of college, Gisela, niece of Kinta, Ima Gisela's partner, Lubna Khala, lady from Bangladesh, and Munir, husband of Lubna, and Bilal, working under Lubna, and also roommate of Rafi. And further, Maji, Muslim man, caretaker of Srin, Lucia, daughter of Kinta, Alice, Kinta's mother, Fazlul Ogu Chaudhry, working under Lubna Khala, Larry, research on spider, Marco as a watchman, Sandro Di Vigno, admiral in Europe, and Fokir, Tipu's father. And these are the mythical characters of the Gun Island, like Mansa Devi, the goddess of snake, gun merchant. He is one of the atheist person, and Ilyas as a captain of ship, and Ambrosio Bembo as a traveler. And and these are my work citation. And thank you.